Good afternoon, everyone. While waiting for the other attendees to come in our webinar, we have prepared a few videos for today's event. So we will start in a few minutes while waiting for the others. In the meantime, you may send us a message in our chat. Good afternoon, everyone. You can send a message to the APPTech team. You can also send a message to the attendees. So in the meantime, let's watch the videos before we start.
All right.
Have what it takes to build an intelligent enterprise. Let AppTech experts take you there through our commitment, expertise, and SAP Business One. We start by managing your core operations, deploy in digital platforms for access anytime, anywhere, and enhance your core with intelligent technologies so you can run your business better, faster. Through SAP Business One and SAP Business by Design, AppTech will help you do more with less. Deliver best-in-class customer experience. Discover new business models and revenue streams. Why AppTech? We have decades of experience in ERP, the foundation of an intelligent enterprise. We know processes across industries and compliance requirements unique to the Philippines. Let us help you build an intelligent enterprise, from picking the right solution, implementation, to continuous training and support. AppTech brings you commitment and expertise to take your business where it needs to be.
How can SAP Business One and SAP by Design help you become an intelligent enterprise?
Business One can help you and your business to accelerate in the digital economy.
SAP and AppTech are passionate to help SMEs simplify the way they do their business through our solution.
This is our purpose, to help to support
Remarkable advantages by adapting to new technologies.
That's why SMEs need a system that can help them effectively manage their business.
We don't mind going through all the processes for our clients as long as we deliver the best customer experience.
all of our hardware space.
It is with APPTech experts where expertise meets commitment.
It is with APPTech experts where expertise meets commitment.
It is with APPTech experts where expertise meets commitment.
It's only with APPTech experts where expertise meets commitment.
Ask the experts.
The Santa Elena Golf and Country Estate is essentially a residential property development situated within a world-class golf course. We are a small, young, boutique development focused on offering a community centered around the best golf course, the best of amenities, and a residential development that is a nature sanctuary. The development began in the 90s And as we bring ourselves to the present, Santa Elena is continuing to grow and evolve, with plans to develop the community further amidst the growing movement of more homeowners migrating south of Manila.
However, to meet this demand, we needed a system to support visibility, efficiency, and decision-making. Thanks to our partner APPTech experts, we've been able to successfully implement SAP Business One in just 6 months. We now have a highly automated financial and accounting system with improved data accuracy and efficiency in producing reports. What used to take days to generate now only took minutes. It has also allowed us to achieve real-time analysis of business processes and reporting. Recently, we have just finished integrating our ordering system with SAP Business One. This integration has helped the company cut the billing process at least 80%. This means that we have more time geared towards improving our collections efficiency. What's great about SAP Business One is that our vendor partner did not encounter any technical difficulty integrating it from a legacy system.
Optimizing our financial and accounting system through technology has allowed us to improve our business processes and nurture the company's growth. With SAP, we are definitely doing it better.
Satisfied with APPTech, especially during the implementation of SAP. Their consultant is very eager to meet the target date and was always giving extra effort. He was even willing to render overtime. The directors are very humble and generous. They are very accommodating and easy to approach when there are requests and issues. I would also like to commend their support team for the on-time response and immediate issue resolution. During our training in SDK, we learned a lot and the trainer is very helpful and resourceful. SAP Business One was a great help to Santa and Cold Chain. Our financial matters were simplified. Sales directors and managers can easily monitor the minimum, maximum sales target and actual sales real-time through pervasive analytics, including the profit and loss report, service warranty claim status, and inventory monitoring, transparency of control, and distribution of product.
Ayan. Okay. Magandang hapon, everyone. Magandang araw and also maayong adlaw from Visayas region. No? My name is Sep and I'll be your host today together with my partner. So partner, pakilala ka please.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Alain Arabe from APPTech Experts Cebu. Maayong hapon to our friends here in Visayas and also Mindanao. Welcome to Digital Success, the Intelligent Enterprise Approach.
Yun.
Maayong hapon, Sep, how are you in Manila?
Yeah, good. Actually, I'm here in Rizal Province. No? So, very exciting actually yung today's activities natin. Alam mo kung bakit? Kasi itong virtual events natin, yung mga speakers natin and even the participants are coming from different places. Actually, yung ating isang speaker will be coming from from Negros. And aside from the first speaker natin, si JR Barte, andyan din si Mr. Alex Chua who will be presenting naman from Singapore pa. So ganyan siya ka-importante or ganyan siya kaganda. Well, the weather here is okay. How about dyan sa Cebu? Kamusta ang weather?
Here in Cebu, the weather is actually very fair. We are slowly building traffic here in Cebu, which is a good sign because a few weeks or a few months ago, parang dead ang Cebu City. Walang traffic, but right now, in fact, last night there was a traffic build up in Mandawi Bridge as reported in Sunstar.
Oh, I see. I see. Oh, very reliable, Sunstar. By the way, batiin lang natin yung mga nasa chat box natin. Nandyan. Good afternoon, Sir John Agustin Bailon. Ayan, magandang hapon. And also kay Sir Roderick Ortega.
Good afternoon. Actually, Seth, ang dami-dami nating attendees, and we'd like to find out what part of the Philippines or what part of Visayas and Mindanao they are. So guys, please blast our chat. Please send a message. May it be a smiley, may it be a greeting. Could it be that it's your birthday today? Let us know through chat.
Ayan, si Miss Laudisa Las Piñas. Hello po sa inyo. Sino pa? Meron pa eh. Meron pa ako nakita iba. Ayan, sila, hi daw, Miss Jenena from Sir Roderick Ortega. And also kay Sir Jason Ledesma. Ayan, binabasa ko ngayon actually yung chat box natin. Kay Mr. John Cedric Diaz, good afternoon po.
Good afternoon. So we'd like to remind everyone to please change the format of their names to first name, your full name actually, like say for example, Arlene Arabe _ your company. So mine is Alain _ APPTech Cebu. Para alam naman natin kung saan kayo galing. So we have friends from Jensen. May client tayo dyan sa Jensen.
Oo, ayun. Also si Sir Dexter Gasman of KCC Malls. Ayun. Hello Sir Dexter. Ayun, from Cebu pala si Sir Jason. And then si Naven Reyes Sarosa from Iloilo. Si
Mr. Alex Chua is in Boracay. Sir Alex, how are you? We'll see you later on for the breakout sessions.
I'm good. Yes. Looking forward to the session. Yes.
Alright, so marami tayong activities ngayon, partner. Before we start with our activities, siguro pangunahan na lang muna natin itong event na to with the prayer. So I would like to ask our team here to please share this slide and then play the video for our prayer.
Let's bow our heads and place ourselves in the presence of the Lord. Almighty Father, we thank you for gathering all of us today. May you bestow your guidance and blessings on this activity so that we can enjoy and appreciate its significance in our lives. You have given us so many opportunities to learn. Please remind us that this event is the start of our journey towards a greater digital transformation and business success. Thank you for giving us the chance to meet these amazing and hardworking people. Give us strength, wisdom, and direction the entire duration of this event to complete this endeavor successfully. Lord, in Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you so much. I think that voice is coming from from Miss Jelena, partner.
That is correct.
Very sweet voice. Ayun. Again, welcome for our event, Driving Digital Success to Intelligent Enterprise. And we will be sharing our partner yung mga mga guidelines natin, and also yung yung mga main activities natin for today. Ayan,
yes,
so I would like to, can you please, next slide please.
So let's find out what are the activities for this afternoon. But before that, the guidelines for our webinar, so that everything will run smoothly, everything will go according to plan.
Oo, saka kung gaano katagal ba itong natin, itong ating event na to, no? Para ano ba expectations na pwede nating iset, no? Para mas madali. Ayun, partner, lumaki ka.
Yan. Mr. Kenneth De La Serna himself.
Hi, sir, from SAP Philippines. Kumusta? From Boracay.
Hello,
so just to let everyone know, Mr. Kenneth De La Serna is the head of SAP Business One and SAP Business by Design, business leader in the Philippines for SAP. Sir, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Ayun, also good afternoon, Sir Nolito Encenas from Davao City. Ayun, nationwide tayo. Not only nationwide, Southeast Asia pala kasi including Mr. Alex Chua.
Right? Yes, that's correct. So guys, don't forget, send a message to our chat room. Send anything you like, probably a greeting,
let's
probably
make
a shout out.
Let's make the Q&A very kumbaga active later. No?
Interactive.
Correct.
Okay, so our guidelines for this afternoon's webinar. So we'd like to remind everyone that the whole session will be recorded.
Correct. And also, katulad ng sinabi natin kanina, and keep reminding doon sa chat box natin, for us to properly address you, no, please do this format. Yung name po natin, complete name, and then underscore followed by your company name. Ayan. Kasi later on, mali mo may mga prices tayo, no, so that we can definitely approach them. Hindi tayo malito, ika nga, no. Next guideline, please.
So please follow the format, guys, so that we would be able to be guided accordingly, so that we can also mention what company you are and we can acknowledge. Also, we'd like to request everyone to please mute your microphones, especially when the speaker is talking during the speaker's presentation.
Correct. And also, yung materials that will be presented today will email to you right after of this event.
Yes, and there will be a breakout sessions later on with our experts, Mr. Alex Chua and Mr. JR Barty. They are going to be talking about how to attain digital success using the right solution for your business. And we're talking about SAP Business One and SAP Business by Design. So para magkakaroon tayo ng squid game later on, Sep, the whole crowd will be divided into two rooms.
Correct.
Now, they would not be able to choose saan sila pupunta. We will choose them accordingly.
Correct. So kagandahan nito, no, kasi yung breakout session natin will be discussing two different solutions, no. The one is running originally from on-premise solution, and then the other one naman is pure cloud, no. Yung kagandahan with this SAP solution, so whatever your buying preference, you want an accounting or an ERP system running with physical server, then we have a solution for you. If you want naman na wala nang server, no, wala nang physical server, then SAP has a solution also to offer. Ganun siya kaganda. And also yung last guideline natin, no, is that yung simulation is not actually happening during the event. If ever nabitin tayo with the discussion, might as well approach our marketing and sales team, no, para at least we can set another schedule for an actual demo. Yun.
Yes,
Speaking of breakout session, no, we have a specific a guideline for that. So please, next slide. Ayan, breakout session guidelines natin, no, unahin ko na, partner, yung participants natin will be assigned automatically as you mentioned earlier. Next.
Yes, and as you mentioned, simulation is not available during our session. If you want a detailed demo of the system, you can request that at a later date.
Correct, and also yung ating breakout session, yung allotted time for that is 30 minutes. So mahaba-haba siyang discussion.
Mahaba siya, Seb, but it's gonna be very informative.
Yes.
We assure you that it's really gonna help your organization.
That is true.
So better pay attention, and the materials that the speakers will be presenting will be sent to you later on via email.
That is correct. All right, we're good now on the guidelines, no? So next slide, please.
Yes, at this point in time, we'd like to formally open the show with an opening remarks. But before that, let me just give you a quick rundown of what's going to happen this afternoon. We will have Unlock Your Intelligent Enterprise Opportunities by Mr. Eddie Berbiello from SAP Philippines, a photo ops and games later on. Of course, we're going to have exciting prizes to be given away.
Correct.
And what's next after that, partner?
Yeah, and then the main activity for today's event, which is the breakout session, no? And then followed by the panel discussion and also sort of slash Q&A na rin siya. So we would like to encourage everyone, no, kung ano man yung mga tanong natin, write that on chat box later on para basahin natin and we can address that right away. And then followed after the Q&A is the closing remarks by our sales director, si Ms. Cecil Sibayan. And then of course onwards is the networking and socials. All right.
So that's the program flow. Now to formally welcome everyone. And to officially open this webinar, we'd like to call on the ever active and ever energetic the APPTech Experts Cebu Operations Manager, Mr. Madonna Lumayag, for the opening remarks.
Okay, thank you, Alain. Good day, everyone, and welcome to Driving Digital Success, the Intelligent Enterprise Approach event. Well, digital transformation is not really new. Actually, we've been digital transforming for decades. For example, a scanner which converts printed materials to digital documents, VHS or DVDs to Netflix, and so on. So hence, it is easy to say that digital replaced analog. So what is the difference today and how does it impact our business? Digital transformation offers great opportunities for businesses. It is always a well-spent effort to study what your clients really consider before buying and see if there are possibilities to digitally deliver. Remember that consumers nowadays are better informed, mobile equipped, and they search for ways to innovate their life or daily business. We hope that we can give you a clear overview of the importance of digital technologies in this webinar and how data can create revenue, improve business, and create a digital culture where data-driven decision-making is at the core. Thank you and have a great webinar ahead.
All right, thank you so much. Our operations head in APPTech Experts Cebu, Ms. Madonna Lumayag. I really agree with everything that Ms. Donna said. Everything is transforming digitally. Even our events, the events like this, we used to conduct this physically. We go to places, different places in the Philippines. We go to Cebu, we go to Cagayan de Oro, we go to Davao, and go there physically to conduct events. But right now, look at us. We have transformed digitally. So everything is transforming digitally.
Correct ka dyan, partner. But soon, no? I believe sana soon. I wish na magkaroon na tayo ng physical event. Kasi you know what? Aside from sharing information, isang nakakamiss dyan, of course, is yung food, partner.
That's correct.
Virtual coffee
muna
tayo.
Here in Cebu, ang sarap ng food.
That is correct. All right, so thank you, Miss Donna, for that wonderful message, opening remarks, no? And now we're going to go to the next activity, which is would like to call on the Business Development Manager of SAP Philippines to share the keynote of Unlocking Intelligent Enterprise Opportunities, Mr. Eddie Riviello.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the event, Driving Digital Success, the Intelligent Enterprise Approach. My name is Eddie Riviello. I'm the Business Development Manager at SAP Philippines, and I work with our great partner, APPTech, to help bring the intelligent enterprise to our Filipino customers. I think now more than ever, this has been a time of change, right? A lot of companies, many of you in the room have had to look at the way you're running and look at how you can adapt to change, how you can start to use technology as a playing field leveler to help make sure that your business, no matter what is happening outside, can continue to run as smooth as possible. I still remember the very last meal I had before lockdown in March of 2020. I didn't expect it. I had a very average bowl of ramen. And if I had known that our country would have gone on lockdown for, what is still ongoing in some form for such a long amount of time, I would have prepared much better and had a much better meal, I think. And I think many companies in that last year felt the same way, wherein if we had prepared better, if we had looked at ways we could remain productive, even if we can't get to the office, last year wouldn't have been as tough. But, with every crisis, there's also an opportunity there hidden within, the challenges that we face. And, one of the really big changes that we've seen in the Philippines after talking to a lot of small to medium-sized businesses has been this look for, how can we stay productive? How can we use technology to make sure that our employees are productive, our operations will continue, and more importantly, we continue to grow as a business. So that's why this event is such a powerful gathering of minds to help share, what does it mean to drive digital success? Being from SAP, I've talked to many, many companies in the Philippines who have looked to SAP Business One and SAP Business by Design, for the same reason that they want to remain productive. They want to make sure that their business continues to grow because, many of you can relate as a business owner, the thing that you need to do now more than ever is to really ensure that your business is your main focus. You're not worrying about, a lot of the health protocols that will impact your business negatively. So what I wanted to discuss very briefly today is how can technology and innovation help, small to medium sized businesses get back on track? And, the answer has made itself clear. Throughout the past year, many companies that are small to medium sized businesses are agile enough to look for a cost-effective solution that's going to make their business more productive. We've used this downtime to look at the way our previous business, the previous business processes we've had in place. We've been able to step back, analyze, and make sure that we can move forward from this, devastating impact that has really changed the way we do business here in the Philippines. And one technology that, of course, coming from SAP, that we really recommend is an enterprise resource planning software. SAP has been doing this for over 40 years. This is really our bread and butter, our specialty, this business process software solution that's going to help you make sure you have a full 360-degree view of your business and the way it's operating. So gone are the days when companies would have a lot of disparate reporting sources, right? Your finance team has an individual Excel report, but your procurement and your sales team has a different Excel report. And none of these formats are aligned. And what happens is you're very inefficient because you're relying on different data sources to make sure you can have a full view of just the way your business is running. So what becomes a very simple question for a boss, how much revenue have we earned over this period of time? Now we have to start compiling all these different reports from different data sources. Of course, there's also the slight chance that many of them may be inaccurate just due to personal error. I'm prone to making some errors on Excel myself. So that's why, working with APPTech technology experts who have been our great partner for 10 years plus, how can we bring this idea of that 360-degree view of a business, the way it's operating? How can we use technology to have that to make sure that anything we do moving forward is going to help our business grow and get back on track? And what we're really seeing is maybe companies that would invest in a payroll solution or just a financial accounting system, they're really seeing that this is a time where we need to look at software that can scale and grow as our business grows. So many business owners that I've talked to, despite a tough year, they still have dreams of growing their business. Not just at this, just in Luzon or just in Visayas, but within Southeast Asia, how can we expand and grow our business? So when we work together with APPTech to bring SAP Business One and SAP Business by Design to our customers, we have a strong sense of pride that this is a solution that you will be able to purchase with the peace of mind that no matter how big your dreams are to grow your company, you're going to be able to achieve that growth, right? And the way we offer that kind of promise of growth is very simple, right? We want you to be able to take all of your operational business data, make sense of it, and use that as an oil to keep your engine churning as you continue to grow your business. So when we look at ERP solutions like SAP Business One and SAP Business by Design, an ERP solution, excuse me, is not the latest thing that we're offering, right? There are other players in this game who do a great job as well. But with SAP, you're actually getting this other peace of mind where you're going to have these digital enablers that are going to allow you to leverage on all the new technologies that are going to be coming up in the future as well. Let me explain that further. I do a lot of research before I buy any kind of tech equipment, right? If it's going to be a new laptop, I'm watching every Apple keynote to make sure that this version of the MacBook is going to be the latest, and I'm not going to see an update come out 2 months later and I'll feel sad about that. And also what you're looking for in those announcements is you're looking for, what are the new features? What are the new technologies that are embedded that's going to make me want to make this purchase? So I can safely say that SAP Business by Design and SAP Business One are two solutions that are designed just for small to medium businesses. You're able to be very, very sure that this investment, which is no small business investment by any means, this is going to be a business investment that's going to propel you into the next wave of technologies, right? Whether that's going to be AI, machine learning, the Internet of Things. These two software solutions that SAP and APPTech can offer you and cater to your business are going to be able to leverage on these digital enablers to make your business grow while also taking advantage of all these technologies to make you more productive. So whether that's the Internet of Things to help you count your inventory with sensors that connect and talk to your ERP solution of choice, or whether that's machine learning that helps you process information and search your business information like a quick, simple Google search. These are the technologies and innovations that are really helping small to medium businesses get back on track. And while it is very unfortunate that all Filipino businesses, regardless of your size, have had a very tough time in the past year, we really see this as an opportunity, this day, this event, which is really going to cover a lot of great information that's going to show you in depth what these technologies can do for your country, for your country, yes, as well as for your company, and how it's going to help businesses of all sizes get back on track the right way, whether that's the best-in-class business processes we have embedded into these softwares, so you have the peace of mind that this is a software that's going to help your business run more efficiently, or it's extreme data security in place that's going to make sure your business and operational data is safe and secure. You're going to learn more about how APPTech and SAP are going to help make sure that you have all the information, and when you're ready, you have the right contact people to reach out to make sure that you can get your business back on track by leveraging on these technologies that are affordable. They are designed for small to medium businesses like yourself. And when you partner with APPTech, you have that peace of mind that, besides their expertise, their heart for their customers goes above and beyond. So you're in very good hands. So I would just like to conclude my video message to say, thank you very much to the App Technology Experts team for allowing me this very short video to share my thoughts on how we can all move on and get back on track together. I wish everyone a fantastic rest of your day, and I know for a fact you will enjoy the session that has been painstakingly prepared for you. And thank you, take care, and all the best for everyone in your future endeavors.
All right. Daming share ni Eddie kanina from silos, from having a different system, addressing different departments. No, Daming also from leveraging technologies. Gone are the days that we do the analog things, and then he also mentioned about the AIs, machine learnings. Later on, I believe our speaker will also share those details and more information panel. With that, thank you, Mr. Eddie Riviello, and thank you for a warm, grateful message to App Technology Experts.
That's correct, partner. And I particularly like what he said, that every crisis there is an opportunity. So,
correct.
Despite the challenge that we're going through right now, everything is moving forward, and we're here to help every SME, SMB here in the Philippines to move forward and still attain digital success and still be relevant in your business. So that's basically what we're doing here right now to help companies.
Correct. Also, I think we have to at least introduce the speakers, no? Yung ating mga nagpopogi ang mga speakers. One is coming from Negros and one is from Singapore naman.
Yes, that's correct, partner. But before that, allow me to mention some of the companies that we have attending our webinar today. We have Julie's Bake Shop. Thank you so much, Julie's team.
Hello, Julie's. from
Julie's
Cebu.
actually is our client, and we're very happy. See, Miss Donna is smiling because she's the project manager and she's very close to the team of Julie's. We have GMA8 International Development Corporation, FNC Group of Companies is here, KCC Malls, Quest Dentals, Lean Philippines. Let us know, guys, which part of the Philippines you are. Tayo Yuden is also with us today here in Cebu. We have Mactan Rock. Mactan Rock, we've met them and they're very nice, and we really hope that they would be able to, we would be able to assist them in their digitalization. So we're just here. Santos Land Development Corporation is also with us today. Visayas Community Medical Center here in Cebu. Wow.
Hello.
I'm pretty sure they're very busy, especially with the pandemic. And we just want to salute the organization, not only VCMC, but all the healthcare organizations out there protecting us Filipinos.
Big salute to you, everyone. Thank you so
Okay,
much.
so yeah, that's about it. We still have a lot of companies. We will mention them later on. So please follow the format, your name _ your company.
Correct.
Okay. So at this point in time, we'd like to introduce our first speaker, and he is my good friend, to talk about SAP Business One Intelligent Enterprise as the future of SMEs. Our first speaker is SAP SME product expert from SAP Philippines, Mr. JR Barte. Hi, JR. Good afternoon. Say hi.
Hello, APPTech team. Hello, everyone. Hello, Elaine. Hi, Joseph. Magandang hapon, maayong hapon sa tanan. Happy to be
How
here.
are you today, JR?
All good, all good. So, yeah, I'm based actually in Manila, but since we are working from home, now I'm in Negros. This is my home province.
Wow. So anywhere in the Philippines, we can make this thing happen. So we're very excited for your talk later on in the breakout session. So thank you so much, JR.
So much, JR. And now next, all right, let me introduce my big brother, the director of SAP Pacific.
Big brother.
Japan and Greater China, GPO SME Partner Enablement, SAP Global, as he will be discussing later on sa breakout session natin on how we can access our data anytime, anywhere with SAP Business by Design. Please welcome and say hi, Kuya Alex Chua.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much, Seth. When you say I'm a big brother, big kuya means you are talking about the size, right?
No.
Yeah.
I think you are more experienced one.
Yeah, if you have the chance to meet me face to face, you will see the size is actually quite big. So that's why it's called big kuya. But anyway, I miss Philippines a lot. I mean, used to be in Philippines once a month at least. And I actually did events with APPTech also in Cebu before. So miss the interaction, no face to face, but of course we make do with what we have. And here I am, and hopefully we enjoy the session and you benefit from it. Thanks, Seth. Thanks, Alex.
Thank you, Mr. Alex. All right, so before we proceed with that, partner, I believe magkaroon muna tayo ng konting icebreaker, magkaroon muna tayo ng photo op and the same time.
I'd like to see everyone.
Yan. Let me ask everyone to please open your cameras. Kindly disable the focus mode first, and then let's have a photo op.
We're very happy because a lot of attendees from all over the Philippines. So si Santos Land actually is already using Business One.
I see.
And in Davao. So thank you so much for gracing your presence in our event.
Ayun si Sir Kenneth. Sir Kenneth, can you open your camera?
Hello.
Hi, Sir Kenneth. No camera here from Sir Roderick Orteca.
It's okay, sir. If walang camera, sir, no problem.
No problem. All right, I think we're good. Bilang tayo ng after 3, Je? Ako na magbibilang. O, ikaw na.
Okay, you go ahead, partner.
Janela.
Yes, after 3. 1, 2, 3, smile. Second page naman po tayo. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay na po. Oh.
Ayun. Thank you. Thank you so much for participating. And after nito, after ng photo op natin that will be shared on the Facebook page ng App Technology Experts, karoon muna tayo ng icebreaker or games. No? So ipakilala na natin yung ating game master, Master Shane. Hi, Master Shane.
Hello, hello, hello. Na-joke lang. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. I'll be your game master. So we will be having like a short bingo game for everyone. So later, i-chat ko sa inyo yung game link. So I'll teach you muna how to play this game. So first, I will send the game link sa chat box natin in a while after after these guidelines. And then after that, please take note of your card number at the top left of your card. So, importante siya kasi yan yung confirmation natin if you really did get the pattern, the correct pattern. And then just like with other bingo games, just mark the space once the word was called. Okay? And then unmute your mic and shout bingo if you complete to cover your card with the given pattern. And then we will verify the winner with the card number. That's why it's really important. And once verified, please wait for us to message you. So our first pattern is top horizontal line. So makikita nyo yung top horizontal line. So tatlong magkakasunod sa pinakataas, then horizontal. Please remember this pattern para hindi tayo magkamali later. Again, for the last time, this is our first pattern, horizontal and nasa top siya. All right? So I will send the game link sa natin.
Ayan, nasa chat box na po. Kindly click the link.
Please join. Just click the link and you will automatically have your bingo card. Right?
Okay, we encourage everyone to please join our bingo game. There's going to be an exciting prize for the winner. Shane, ano ba yung exciting prize natin for the winner of our bingo game?
So we have prepared a very special APPTech defense kits for them. So, baka may gusto pang humabol.
Pero sa APPTech family, baka sumali pa kayo.
Huwag na. Bigyan na natin sa kanila, guys. Okay, so I guess we can start now.
All right, the pattern again, most horizontal line.
Horizontal, right. Tatlong magkakasunod sa pinakataas. All right, so our first word is efficiency. So again, if nakita niyo efficiency na word, just mark it. You just have to tap your phone or click using your mouse pad. And then, second word is future proof. Future proof. Next, innovation. Innovation. Fourth word is visibility. Visibility. Next word is streamlining. Streamlining.
Nung bingo, meron na?
Malapit ako kanina.
Next is intelligent enterprise.
Ano ba yan?
Intelligent enterprise. So again, unmute your mic pag nabingo na kayo.
Aling,
next word is
sales. Mag-background music ka, Aling.
Sales.
Kakanta na lang.
Next word is purchasing. Purchasing.
Ay nako, kanina pa sana ako nagbingo.
May nihintay na word si JR.
Oh.
Next is SAP Business One.
Bingo.
SAP.
Ay nako, ayun na meron na.
Sir, what's your card number?
004.
004. Okay, JR,
004.
tingnan natin. Baka di na ko yung pattern. But
Oh,
congratulations!
Wow, congrats!
Congratulations.
For being our sole winner. So, i-message po namin kayo for your details later. So
oo, ano na
everyone,
natin?
huwag kayong alas kasi we have more bingo games later. Back
Oo.
to you,
Siguro
Seth.
2 more pa, no? Later.
Yes, we have, no, actually only one na lang, Seth.
One na lang later.
Yeah.
I see.
Alright?
Alright.
Thank you, bye.
Thank you, Game Master Shane. Again, congratulations to the winner, Mr. Carlo Lim of, I didn't get the company name. I think it's GMA8. If I'm not mistaken.
Alright, congratulations. And may nagtanong sa kung ano yung price. The price actually is a defense kit from APPTech experts. So especially that we're under these trying times right now, we're under pandemic, we have prepared a very special defense kit.
Actually, maraming laman yung kit na yun, kaya very, very useful.
So congratulations to the winner, and later on, we're going to be giving away one more defense kit later on.
Yun. And also, Aline, siguro kasi para at least malaman din nila na meron din mga prizes yung nagkaroon na, yung na early bird natin kanina.
Yes, that's correct. Actually, we are going to be giving away another prize, and that's an early bird. And the first who registered, kasi ang daming taong napakaagang dumating sa webinar natin.
Correct. I mean, nagda-dry run pa lang tayo, technical rehearsal tayo, 1 p.m. meron na, no?
Yes, and we are really happy and we're really grateful to all of you who are present today. We know that you're all busy, but you took the time to be here. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. All right, so let's proceed now on the main activity of today's event. So we will be having a breakout session. Now again, let's have a refresher of the guidelines. The first guidelines, of course, the participants will be assigned automatically. All right?
Yes, and simulation is not available during our session.
And also, it would take 30 minutes, no? It would take 30 minutes for us to at least finish all the breakout sessions.
Yes, 30 minutes per speaker. And then the materials that they will be presenting, we will send that later on via email. 30 minutes. Okay, Sap, so eto na yung Squid Game wherein they will be divided into 2 rooms.
Anong una, yung red light, green light? Okay, so without further ado, let's proceed now on the breakout session.
So why SAP Business by Design? How we actually address the challenges, right? There's a mention here of a demo. Sorry, as mentioned earlier on, we couldn't do the demo because of the time constraint. But of course, after the presentation, if you want to know more, let us know, right? Let APPTech know. Definitely, we can arrange for a presentation for you, do the demo. And of course, followed by what exactly is business by design and open discussion. So in terms of challenges, okay. In terms of challenges, I'm not going to be talking about business challenges the way that we've been talking about, how you want to increase revenue, how you want to reduce cost. That one, I think, is common and all of us are facing the same challenges. The challenges that I want to highlight here is more in terms of but how to implement the change, right, for tomorrow while still running today's business. But that's where here. Let me just change this. Okay, so how do you fund? Next, how can you derive more actionable insights from the data that you already have, and how you actually help you react faster to new opportunities. Apart from that, how can you use the data to create an engaging employee experience, right? And of course, customers. So in here, you will notice that I'm trying to highlight 3 key areas, right? What are the 3 key areas? Here, customers, your business partners, your partners itself, and your employees. Okay, these 3 needs to gel. These 3 needs to be taken care of in order for you to succeed in your business, right? And here, these are the technology trends, right? So we have been talking about hyperconnectivity, supercomputing, cloud computing, smarter world, cybersecurity. And these are the areas that a lot of customers are looking at now. Why? There used to be a case whereby, I want to have a good ERP system, right? I want to have a good ERP system in the sense as I want to simplify my processes. I want to have a process for order to cash, procure to pay, and so on, so that my employees can use the system. But the thing is that with the new technology trends that we are facing now, a good ERP may not be enough, right, for you to move forward. And as you can see from even the current situation of COVID-19, when the pandemic hit, how did you manage to get your business to still be operational? A lot of us are not allowed to go to work, right? We have to work from home. How can we actually adapt to that? And that's where here we are talking about cloud computing. And when we talk about cloud computing here, this is where the main topic for today's discussion, right? So that's why I want to just share more about cloud computing. Apart from that, of course, these are important things for you to know, right? But the thing is, first of all, the key area that you may need to go into first to adapt to the change and of course to move forward will be cloud computing. Okay. And when we talk about cloud, again, we need to have a strategy, right? Because we cannot blindly go in and say, okay, I need a cloud system and that's it, right? Because I can access from the cloud, okay, everyone is happy. So the key things that you need to be looking at, right, in terms of a cloud strategy is that particular application that you're looking for, right, there needs to be an inbuilt analytics. And the inbuilt analytics need to cover all functional areas. It's not only just to give you a financial report, right? You need to have an inbuilt analytics that allows you to also have sales analysis, purchase your spend analysis, right? Or even in the case if you have inventory and manufacturing, your production, right? This is where you need a tool that is already embedded in the system. And besides just being embedded in the system, it needs to also be user-friendly, right? A lot of times there are not a lot of business intelligence tool in the market. There may need to be some technical know-how or technical knowledge in order for you to use the analytical tool. In Business by Design, if you manage to have a range demo to have a look, you will see that it is an end user tool. End user tool meaning to say you can actually be doing the reporting yourself without going to the partner APPTech or even coming to SAP to build a new report, right? And again, what else do you need to look for when you talk about cloud? It needs to be real time, right? And when we say real time, it's a connection to data, customers, partners, and suppliers. And it being a cloud application is already it is always online in terms of SAP. We provide you the SLA to say that okay, we have 99.5% uptime, right? And this is where this is also important to you. When we update information, it needs to already be reflected. And of course, when it's reflected, we can report anytime on it. We can analyze the information. Okay. And the next key thing that you need to look at in terms of cloud strategy is a technology that scales. What do we mean by technology that scales? First of all, you need to ensure that the application that you're going for, right, has a roadmap in the sense as what is the future of this product and what is the company doing about it, right? So from SAP, you will be able to see that there is a roadmap for SAP Business by Design in terms of the function and features. And apart from that, in terms of also what we call technology, business technology that we add on to the ERP, right? Later on, you will also be able to see that in terms of the ERP alone may not be enough. We are talking about machine learning, we are talking about IoT. How does that help and improve on your back-end application, right? And of course, the software needs to be easy to learn, right? If you are having a very fanciful application and your employees are not scared to use the system because they find it very hard, they find it that it's not user-friendly, then it defeats the purpose, right? It defeats the purpose. So that's where you need to see that your software is also easy to learn And of course, it needs to be mobile connected, right? So please have a look at these 5 key elements when you look at this cloud strategy, right? And when we say mobile connected, it's not to say that every part of the system needs to be on mobile. Certain key areas, example, if you are doing CRM, if you are looking at your sales analysis, you're looking at your reports, or you just want to even do a simple expense report, right? Or after the expense claim is submitted, you want a simple approval. That's where mobile connectivity comes into picture. You don't have to be in the office. You will be notified on the mobile app, and that's where you can actually just process. And that results in what we call the real-time connection. Okay, so 5 key areas: analytics, real-time, scalability, easy to learn, and of course, mobile connected. Now, this is what SAP is proposing, right? And this is what a lot of our customers are actually implementing. First of all, there needs to be what we call an intelligence suite. What do we mean by intelligence suite? Intelligence suite is where your ERP comes into picture. And in this case, we are talking about business by design. So apart from the intelligence suite here, you notice there's also what we call an intelligence system and a digital platform, right? But in order for these 3 to work, the intelligence suite needs to have what we call an end-to-end business process. So in business by design, you will notice that we have CRM, we have supply chain, we have the digital core, in a sense, it's the financials, right? HR, and also the purchasing. So it is all these different elements or modules and going into one application. And it's from one application, not multiple applications joined together. It's one application that has all these core modules end-to-end already. And on top of that, that's why we are saying that, yes, having a good RP is very good, but in order for you to innovate, in order for you to adopt intelligent enterprise, what else do you need to look at, right? That's where we are talking about intelligent systems. So what do we mean by intelligent systems here? Artificial intelligence, machine learning, Internet of Things, predictive analytics. So this is where, apart from just having an ERP, how can these intelligent systems help you, right? Later on, I will be sharing with you a customer story, right? How a customer implemented the intelligence suite. And on top of that, how they actually make sure they put in machine learning, chatbot, and so on, for them to have a more, intelligent enterprise that can cater, right, to their current needs and also to their future needs. And of course, apart from that, there needs to be a platform, right? And when we talk about a platform, this is where you can add on what they call applications. You can add on integrations. And this platform, again, will be together with from SAP, right? One total solution. Now, why do we propose by design to customers? Okay, just have a look. First of all, let me just try to get rid of this. Or is it not going away? Sorry. So why do we propose to customers business by design? First of all, fast time to value. Fast time to value, what does that mean? It means that, okay, if you were to go and implement this application, right, how long before you can actually start using the system, right? And that's very important to you, because the time that you're implementing to the time that you are going live, that's actually in a way downtime for you, right, of using the new system and enjoying the benefits. So that's where here in business by design, what happens is that there is already what we call pre-built processes. Order to cash, procure to pay, everything is already in the system. The workflow is already there. You just need to activate. And after you have activated, that is already part of your implementation. And because of this capability, right, the implementation can be between 3 to 4 weeks. 3 to 4 months, you'll be able to go live. Okay, 3 to 4 months for you to go live is a very fast time compared to what you have been implementing previously, right? And from there, what is also interesting to note is that, as I mentioned earlier on, why customers are looking at business by design, comprehensive, right? End to end, you have CRM, HR, SRM for supplier relations, supply chain, SCM, financials, and analytics, right? So it's one application, and you don't have to worry that it is not integrated or you have disparate system. It's one system. And because there's an analytics in the system, you have a 360-degree view, right? So this is again the part that we want to highlight to you. A lot of customers, they tell us that their number one issue or the top three issues that they have, reporting, right? They have to actually go into Excel to do manual reports in order for them to cater to their management needs. So this is where in Business by Design, there's an embedded analytics. You'll be able to do reports like this. You'll be able to do a summary report from there, analyze and go into details, or you can even have just KPIs being reflected on your dashboard to say that, okay, these are the KPIs that's important to me. When I log in, show it to me. And this is what we mean by 360-degree view. Why? Because the analytics can cater to reporting from all the different functions that is in the system, right? Be it you want a financial report, a sales report, or a purchasing report, it is there because it is an inbuilt analytics. It's already linked to each one of these modules to get the data, right? So why? Preview processes, instant analysis, and of course, integration. Okay, now, just to share with you one customer digital transformation story. So we have one customer, Hiace. This is basically a customer in Germany, right? Why did they want to move to digital, right? So these were the issues that they were facing. Increased number of orders, and apart from the increased number of orders, what is happening now is that the order sizes are getting smaller, right? The order sizes are getting smaller, and not only that, number of transactions are increasing, right? So it's a small amount, but what happens is that the transactions per line, per document is increasing. So they need to actually have faster order processing. And what happens is that they also want to improve on their customer service, okay? And apart from that, they actually have increasingly difficult supply structure because a lot of the suppliers are in effect, right? And of seasonal demand fluctuations, right? And apart from that, again, we ask them, right? Why? Why cloud? Why are you looking at SaaS or service as a software as a service, right? Which means cloud, right? Again, this is where the feedback from them is that, first of all, ease of implementation. As I mentioned earlier on, the time to implement, the time to value is very much faster. Data protection, okay? Again, this is a key question always asked to us by customers. If I go to cloud, how secure is my data, right? So what are the security that is being done by SAP to help me protect the information? So this is where SAP can share and even have all the different certification for data security, and it is considered a tier 3 and tier 4 data center. In Europe, tier 3 and tier 4 data center are considered the highest in terms of security already. So we have already attained the highest. So that's where they trust SAP and say that, yes, I would know that my data is protected. And at the same time, when you are subscribed to SAP Business by Design, you do not need to worry about the infrastructure. You do not need to worry about the backup and the restore if you need to, right? The backup and everything is also done by SAP. So what you need to do is basically just go into the system, use it as your operational system, and that's it. You don't need to worry that the hardware is actually getting old. You don't need to worry that the hard disk is actually running out of space. All that is managed by SAP. SAP will be configuring accordingly as your business grows. Okay, and this is the key that we were talking about in our header: access from anywhere, anytime. And this is especially useful in a current situation that we have, right? It being a cloud application, you would just need internet access. With the internet access, as long as it is stable, you can access Business by Design from anywhere. So as what you have seen from today, I'm actually logging in from Singapore. We have customers in Philippines. We have our colleagues also in different parts of the provinces of Philippines. We can actually access the system and we are accessing the same system, right? So access from anytime, anywhere, anytime. And of course, the solution is growing, right? The solution is growing with the growing business demands. As I mentioned earlier on, yes, we actually improve on the sales functions. We improve on the purchasing functions, the manufacturing and so on. But apart from that, we know we have a need for us to change or improve in the sense of intelligent enterprise, where we put in links to, example, robotics process automation, links to machine learning, right? And to make it easier and for the customers. And here we see always up to date. So the customer saying that they are not worried in terms of the version that they are using, because you are in the cloud. What happens here is that with SAP, we are providing 4 key updates a year. But every quarter, we will be upgrading, and you would always be using the latest version. So you do not need to worry that, no, I'm actually using a version that's 5 years ago, right? And if it's 5 years ago, maybe some function and features has been implemented in the new upgrades, but I'm not enjoying it. So here you are always up to date. And the last one, of course, is predictive cost. Why we say predictive cost is because at the end of the day, basically, you are just looking at the subscription fee, right? It depends on the number of users that you have, how many users need to access. That's the license fee that you need to pay year on year. There's no other additional hidden cost. And because it's easy to manage, a lot of changes within the application, you can manage it yourself without coming back to the partner or SAP. And that's where you can actually keep your costs low. Okay. Now, you have seen the why, right? But how can by design help the customer? So let me just share with you a quick video of the customers. Please have a look at it.
It's one of the oldest products of mankind, invented about 5,000 years ago. It's simple, heartwarming, and it's the product of a fascinating company, Heliotron, a typical German small to medium-sized company, family-run but a global player in the candle business. They're revolutionizing customer relationships and becoming an intelligent enterprise with SAP. Using SAP technology, Heliotron delivers a level of customer experience far greater than its size would suggest, becoming a preferred supplier to major hospitality brands globally and raising the bar for the entire industry. With only 64 employees, Heliotron is able to deliver up to 16 million liquid wax candle combinations, leveraging input and insights from across the organization to accurately predict demand. Customers can personalize every order, fulfilled in hours rather than days. And this is only possible if every area of the company is in sync. Intelligent enterprises can lower customer acquisition costs and automatically deliver marketing campaigns and offers that optimize customer experiences. They also provide the best return on marketing investment using machine learning algorithms. Marketeers can build complete customer profiles that intuit customer desires and ensure personalized, relevant interactions every time. And when it comes to sales, artificial intelligence is used to drive chatbots that respond to basic queries, so customers get quick, accurate answers. Real-time visibility into margins allows organizations to price competitively and optimize sales commissions without impacting deal profitability or customer value. Heliotron increased sales efficiency 8-fold, leveraging predictive analytics to gain deeper insight and prioritize sales actions across a seamlessly integrated offline and online customer experience. Regarding operations, integrated applications with embedded intelligence provide accurate insight across the company. By seamlessly integrating data from its demand and supply chains in real time, Heliotron improved inventory turnover by a factor of 5. Responding to market needs faster and more efficiently. Intelligent customer relationships are possible because customer-facing data is stored in the same platform as the financial, people, and operational systems, like procurement, manufacturing, and fulfillment. Technology continues to reshape industries, but only SAP provides the completeness of vision, experience, and embedded intelligence. Intelligent enterprises are able to do more with less. Your entire organization stays focused on one thing: creating and delivering best-of-breed customer relationships. It's this type of shared relationship, repeated a million times, that creates lasting brand value and enables small to medium-sized enterprises to play on the global field. As for the future, Heliotron plans to enter the global B2C market and integrate predictive scenarios to support management decision-making. If you'd like to learn more about becoming an intelligent enterprise and revolutionizing customer relationships, visit us at sap.com.
Okay, so looking at the video, you can hear what the customer have done, what are the benefits. In terms of the KPIs that they have achieved, they have achieved KPIs for inside sales, customer service, warehouse logistics, purchasing, and SRM. I won't go into details all these KPIs, but what I want to highlight, or hopefully you have actually gotten from the video, is this. They actually say that they improve on their business because they now have an integrated system, right? And the next thing, right here, there was a mention of machine learning. So I'm not sure whether, again, you have heard the word machine learning. Machine learning is, again, things that you can be doing now. What is being repeated very often in your company, can that actually be transformed into an area that can help you in your business? Apart from that, there was also mention about chatbot, right? Artificial intelligence. And how they actually use the chatbot is basically sales inquiries. And sales inquiries coming in, if it's actually converted into a quotation, automatically it can be converted in business by design. Same thing, if you are doing services, right? You are providing services. There could be a request for a service. It could be via your chatbot, and from the chatbot, it create the service order for you or service request for you automatically. And these are ways to make life easier for your employees and also reduce the work that they can actually be, the time that they actually spend, right? To do that, you can use that to do something else that's more creative. And apart from that, of course, there's a mention of predictive analytics, embedded intelligence, and one unified platform. Okay, so this is what we are saying in terms of an ERP with intelligent enterprise. There needs to be a combination, right, of an ERP together with all these technologies to make it easier and, of course, to make you an intelligent enterprise. And here, how it was also done is where we were talking about the fully integrated ERP system, business by design, as I mentioned earlier on. These are the different components that's already inbuilt in business by design, right? I will go into details of this as I think we are running short of time. Anyway, this presentation deck will be shared with you, right? Now, what exactly is business by design? The components, basically financials, HR, project management, supply relation, supply chain, CRM, and solution extension. So as you can see from here, all the key components that you need to run your business are already there. And this is what we mean by your intelligence suite, right? And from here, this is what we also mentioned about the architecture and you going to cloud. If you were to go to cloud, what are the savings that you can be looking for, and what are the things that you can actually be transferring out from your environment? And a lot of times, right, SME or SMBs, they don't have the luxury of having 2 or 3 administrators, IT, to manage the hardware support and so on, or the backup. All of this will be taken care of by SAP, right? So that's where you would also have some cost savings already, okay? So take note of that. Hardware backup, disaster recovery will be taken care of by SAP. And the other thing to note is that what I mentioned earlier on, look for integrated suite, digital platform, intelligent technology, right? Let me skip this, sorry. I wanted to just share with you some of the companies that have already implemented what are the savings that they have, right? So in this case, this is in China. And this is actually US and India, and this is a company again in China. These are the things that they are looking at, right? Reduce financial workload, increase in efficiency, processing time improved by 40%, right? Control over cost and profit reached 95%. So this is where, if you were to go to cloud, you will go to business by design. These are the things that you can actually be enjoying. And just one quick video again before we end the session. This is just to hear from the customer themselves, right? So why they chose SAP Business by Design.
The fact that we're able to take advantage of frequent updates, the most current regulatory guidelines, the visibility and transparency that we have into parts of the business, it's just been a complete transformation for our business.
And the thing that SAP Business by Design can do is capture the data in a clean format, transform it into information that you can then use to run the business.
L'implémentation du projet SAP Business by Design est un investissement qui n'est pas très cher et qui au contraire va vraiment nous permettre de progresser.
Business by Design offered the flexibility we needed to transition from our basic systems to the next level, providing a platform that would allow us to grow into the future.
We improved in different areas. I would pick 3 areas: performance, transparency and quality.
We definitely see a very bright future for us. We have assembled most of the important parts that we need to grow as a business. We have the people, we have the great products that we sell, and we do have an excellent solution that allows us to expand.
SAP Business by Design allows us to grow however big we want to grow.
Okay, so hopefully you have actually gotten some key takeaways. Just to reiterate, just to summarize, what are the key takeaways from today's presentation? The benefits of running an intelligent enterprise, right? First of all, of course, the agility. Next, the products and services that your customer needs, right? And then, of course, customer experience improvement. Control your spend, gain insight, and of course, drive continuous innovation. So please have a look at intelligence suite ERP that has all the core components. And from there is also now a need for you to look at how you can expand that to the various technology like machine learning, AI, and so on to build an intelligent enterprise for yourself. Okay. Any questions? No?
Hi, Alex. There's just one question here.
Sure.
Carlo, yeah. What is the difference? How is Business by Design different with SAP B1?
Oh. Okay. Sorry, I think you're supposed to leave. Quick one. The key difference, of course, is that Business by Design is on the cloud. Business One is on premise. That's one of the key difference. Right, so a lot of customers are saying that if I want to go to cloud, that's where SAP or our partner APPTech will be proposing to you Business by Design straight away. Right. In terms of the core components, it is still the same, but of course, if you go into deeper, in Business by Design's infrastructure is all taken care of, and you don't have to worry like in Business One you need to buy a server, you need to maintain the database and so on, your backup all by yourself. So that's the key component or key element that you need to be looking at. Okay, I hope I answered that question. And I think we need to go back to the main room. And if you have any questions, please, maybe you can ask in the main room. All right?
All right. Thank you. Thank
So again, magandang hapon. I guess all of our attendees here are Bisaya, no? Maayong hapon sa tanan. And I'm happy and thankful to APPTech's team for inviting SAP and me personally for being part of this webinar. And well, welcome to the Intelligent Enterprise with SAP Business One. And without further ado, I guess I just a quick background of who am I. So I'm a SAP Business One and SAP Business by Design solutions expert based in the Philippines, but I'm handling Australia and New Zealand and some parts of the Southeast Asia for most countries, supporting all partners for both products ng SAP. And I've given 20 to 30 minutes to present to you guys, and hopefully I can end my presentation in 20 minutes so that if you have questions later on, I'm not sure if we can accommodate maybe around 5 to 10 minutes, or we'll be back in our main lobby for some of your questions. But happy to entertain them if you can jot down or post your questions in our chat box. Okay, all good? So let me start my conversation with this image or exercise. And if I may ask, are you seeing a dog or a map from the 16 images? And are you seeing maybe 8 dogs, 10 maps? And once you have that number in mind, let me ask you, how fast were you able to say that there are 10 dogs or maybe 8 maps or 6 maps? And how confident or accurate are you in guessing that number? Okay, so how about if I have this number of images? There are 64 images in this exercise. Can you identify how many are puppies? How many are marshmallows? How many are fried chicken? So I guess lahat naman no, nag-lunch na. Okay, snacks time na. Dito tayo sa marshmallows. Okay, so actually these scenarios are similar to our business operations. And sometimes you as a manager or as a decision maker would require specific data. No? Alam ko araw-araw may kailangan tayong specific reports needed for analysis. And I wouldn't say all, but with the number of managers and top management that I encountered, they have this issue on timing, on speed of reports being provided, plus the accuracy of reports presented. Reason why I'm here to share about how other businesses globally are reimagining the ways to become an intelligent enterprise. And not to leave you hanging, okay? With the previous exercise I've given, actually there are 8 dogs and 8 mouse. And one of the solutions that they can identify it accurately, no, beyond the power of the eyes and beyond the power of thinking is the technology that we call machine learning. And SAP has those technologies in place to help you out. And I understand some of the audience here, some of the participants here are already using SAP Business One, or maybe an SAP Business by Design, or maybe some are evaluating or still considering to get an ERP for your organization. And hopefully I can give you insights as you progress, make your business grow, make your business become more digitalized or become an intelligent enterprise. So the intelligent enterprise is actually beyond digitalization, beyond implementing ERP or accounting system or softwares. When we talk about IE, this is a famous terminology in SAP that we refer to using advanced and latest technologies to turn data into insights and finally into action across businesses. And the intelligent technologies will bring operational this old data and experience data. So combining them to deliver powerful business outcomes. And some of these technologies you are actually very familiar. Ms. Donna mentioned that we are actually living in the age of digitalization already. But there are those advanced technologies that I'd like to introduce for you to benefit and for you to put on top of what you're using right now in your ERP on top of your ERP solution. So some of these advanced technologies are artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, the one I mentioned, the machine learnings, robotics, augmented BI, and so on and so forth. And these advanced technologies, mga nagagamit natin mostly, if you've heard of Alexa, Siri, ayan, ginagamit na, but how can we, leverage of those technologies for us to use in our business operations? And again, the next part are use cases, real stories that are used by some of our SAP Business One customers globally. And I'll be showing you how chatbot, artificial intelligence, and video analytics and IoT help these Business One customers. Okay. First scenario. First new case, you're very familiar. Filipinos are very familiar, are very has a high usage in terms of Messenger, Facebook Messenger to be specific. Okay, so there's this test environment we called SMB Marketplace Assistant Bot. Okay, a test environment of SAP where a user, you yourself, you can check that one later, maybe after the webinar, and you just take a screenshot or an image of your shoes, what you're wearing right now, send that one to the messenger, okay? And the chatbot agent will give you recommendations on the matched items in the system. And then once this one, it works like an e-commerce, but in Facebook Messenger. And then once this is you put your order in place, system will give you, from the messenger, system will give you this notification number or this reference ID, and that order will be placed automatically in B1 as a sales order. And then because in your ERP, that is where your system will, that is where we process deliveries, invoicing, and to the process of collection, and even goes beyond to the bank reconciliation. So for you to better appreciate it, this is how it looks like. So from the messenger, a user is looking for that SMB Marketplace Assistant chatbot. And then, okay, then there's a shoe image being captured. And then once it's successfully created or captured, it will be sent to the messenger. And then the chatbot agent will then give recommendations on yung close or matched shoes. And then from here, the user, okay, can then has an option. So merong price in stock available, a similarity percentage, has an option of adding the item to cart or ordering, and then even checking the item for check store, because there's this option or functionality as well na pwede mong tingnan saan ang mas malapit na store sa'yo sa ganitong item. So the user now is placing order for these 2 items or with these total amounts. Of course, if there are discounting available promos, you can have that done as well. And then once this one has been ordered and placed, so if you notice, as mentioned, congratulations, you have put this order number with this total amount. Okay, and I'll just cut short for the interest of time. So once this is all good, it will then be automatically integrated to posted to SAP Business One for the web customer, and this reference order number, the shoes, okay? And what you are seeing right now is a drill down function of SAP Business One, looking at the item master data, where that image is coming from. And then this one is an example for the user or the customer who uses the function of check store. Okay, because gusto niya or maybe pwedeng mag-reserve or mag-set an appointment dun sa store na malapit for the user to, fit the shoe and then maybe order that one there. So in short, business benefit if you're using an ERP already and having this one integrated, or maybe if you haven't, wala pa kayong ERP, so very important that you consider your solution or software or your ERP as future proof. That would mean if in case there are advanced technologies available, it can be easily integrated to, to your accounting system or to your ERP. And what I'm showing right now is a real scenario that, again, some B1 customers are using globally, where they are leveraging a chatbot agent directly integrating to SAP Business One. So business value, first, quicker sales dahil, you don't need if you have plans of expansion, you may need not open stores, but have this functionality in place for you to increase your revenue. And with the pandemic right now, you know that really for retailers, medyo nabawasan yung income or bumaba yung revenue because people are not allowed to go full force dun sa mga physical stores natin. And yeah, faster expansion as a business opportunity as an added value of this technology. And better customer experience and reduce cost because people right now, ako mismo, I'm ordering online kahit nandito ako sa Negros, sa bukid namin, umaabot na yung mga ordered items. So hopefully you're getting something from that use case. The second one is let me just check the time. Okay. This one is an asset monitoring with IoT sensors that is event-based triggered to ERP. So there is this sensors. This is very small device. No, tingnan mo, nalalagay lang siya sa kamay. And then you set this sensor connected. So there's this SAP Business One IoT technology. It can be applied for light, for temperature, for movement, for sound. Of course, you define the parameters, so lower than what specific value, and then what's the action that needs to be taken once the alert is triggered or the condition has been met. And as an example, this one, if this event is triggered or condition has been met, it creates an automatic activity at the back end in our SAP Business One to trigger, open service dun sa technician natin. So for you to better appreciate it, this is how it works. So this is the platform. There's a Business One, and then you can have that sensor in your, maybe in freezers, in your moving vehicle, in maybe elevators, no? Pwedeng yung sa mga vending machines if meron kayo. And then just to cut it short, I'll go through this slide for the setup. Okay, so if you notice here, there's a setup being made. Light below a specific number, 55. And then as a sample, tinakpan yung device, yung sensor. And then of course, the light is binasa niya 37.1. So the expectation net, the next part would be an alert. If you notice, there's an alert on the text message. So anomaly situation of light level detected on asset. No, kung vending machine namatay, baka masira. So pwedeng lagyan ng ganun so that ma-repair agad. Notify service staff to attend and check on asset. Report back on situation powered by SAP Digital Interconnect. So you can have that one configured as well. And aside from the text message, there's also this notification alert. An open ticket for the back end or the service people or maybe field people to check on the asset with the same remarks or the same action item and kung sino yung person na kailangang i-notify. So as another example, let me just go through this this activity or this test. Ito naman, ginamit siya on movement. So pwede sa elevator, pwede sa truck, no, ma-identify natin na ginagalaw yung sensor. So if you look at the dashboard in B1, you can see also movement of the asset. And then if again mag-trigger siya, there's an alert, a text message, an alert. So business value, if you have this in place in your organization, reduce cost of labor. No, you have visibility. You have proactive and visibility of real-time of data in terms of business action. And of course, minimize or eliminate loss of revenue. And customer satisfaction. Kasi pag vending machine, bago pa nasira, alam na natin na kailangan siyang i-repair. Bago magka-damage ang elevator, alam na natin na maybe walang kailangan madisgrasya. No? There are also these technologies that uses those sensors and art AIs, no? In terms of, kasi Vismin, we have a lot of agribusinesses where using drone, we have that partner India, in India, ginamit nila ang drone to check ano yung mga sirang areas sa farm nila. And based dun sa na-capture na image, ang system mismo mag-trigger ng a recommendation on what pesticides to buy. no, based dun sa maybe may mga insects or maybe may mga kailangang gawin dun sa specific part na yon. And there are what I wanted to highlight is there are those technologies available and integrated already at the back end that you can actually leverage. So I'm just making you aware that these advanced technologies are already in place, being used by other customers globally already. And you know, if you are planning on expansion, planning on automating your business, becoming an intelligent enterprise, might as well talk to APPTech, and then how can you make use and implement this kind of technology. And this one naman, because I mentioned Vismin is agri, I'm close to baboy kasi meron akong maliit na baboyan. Ayan. So we're very familiar of ASF, right? So in China, 2019, ang ASF, sobrang laking impact niya. Hindi lang sa China, but in Asia, to be specific, even globally. And last year, tumaas yung presyo ng baboy, nagkakulang tayo ng supply because of the scarcity, no? Na daming plants, daming farms ang nagsara because of the ASF. And yeah, it's not only millions, but hundreds of millions have been affected because of ASF. And for you to recover, for you to put that farm again or go back to that operation again, it will take you years. So pagkakaalam ko 3 to 7 years before you can operate again bago ka i-clear. And so in order for the use of this technology, because of that incident or because of that pandemic sa baboy, MTC, a partner of Intelligent Enterprise as well ng SAP, created this AI technologies that gives the following values or benefits. First, inventory checking na gumagamit ng sensors and cameras to get 100% accuracy nung mga stocks sa farm. Can give estimated weights ng animals, 90% accuracy to if hindi siya based sa feeding guide, dapat ganito na siya kalaki based sa genetics niya, pero dahil ganito yung current rate niya, so system will give recommendations as well, maybe as to feeding and as to what vitamins or activities to perform dun sa specific na baboy. And of course, motion tracking that analyzes movements ng baboy, makakasensya healthy ba yung baboy, masakitin ba, may lagnat ba, and for you to better appreciate it, this is how it works. So nakikita natin dito, just to in the interest of time, let's just minimize this part. Okay, I'll just go through this part. Okay. Okay, so this one, movement ng baboy, so natatrack niya. If you look at this one, 9 yung count niya, walang tao involved. A total of 1,101 kilograms, so around 1 ton. An average of 122 kilograms based lang dun sa sensor na meron nito. And of course, this one is tightly integrated again to the back end, the sense data may as to the physical count ng mga livestock. And then another one, I'd like to share this part. Okay, so if you are monitoring hectares or acres of land, just imagine kung gaano karami yung mga livestocks mo. And if meron kang masakitin na baboy, apologies, in Chinese version siya. So you could have visibility, ilan yung count ng per stock ng pen, average temperature, movement ng mga baboy, and even as to individual checking. So at this part, ayan, nakikita natin na for this baboy, the specific, ito yung movements niya, itong history niya, itong nakakain niya. So kung merong masakitin na baboy, you could easily remove that from identify sa ang area may sakit based sa movement dun sa AI natin. Based sa sensors, maybe heat sensor or on the temperature side, ang technician madaling makakaalam saan niya pupuntahan, kailan siya mag-take action on injection or maybe having vitamins. And just imagine if you're operating on large scale and having this technology in place, no? You will have the benefit of having una, reduced cost of labor. Walang ASF. Visibility of stocks, no, accuracy of stocks, live stocks, and kahit wala ka dun sa farm. And biosafety and food safety. And aside, again, as mentioned, aside from pig farms, aside from these sensors, aside from these advanced technologies, we are actually pushing all partners to really, making all our customers aware that these technologies are in place. And it's for customers, again, to, plan out. Because at the end of the day, again, ang na-mention ko kanina, as decision makers, as managers, it's common that we have problems in terms of accuracy ng data, na may hingin ako ng ganitong report, ilan ba yung baboy ko ngayon, ilan ba yung assets ko ngayon, gaano kadalas masiraan yung specific asset, and these technologies can be implemented. It's not only available in US, but these technologies are available already in our region, in Philippines as well. And I would say that when getting a solution as well, when getting an ERP, when you talk about automating your procure to pay, order to cash, if you don't have that solution yet or ERP yet in your organization, highly consider that you get a solution that is flexible enough, future-proof enough, that pwede kayong mag-integrate or mag-extend to those advanced technologies that I have been mentioning. And one of those technologies that we are introducing, that thousands of customers in the Philippines are already using, is SAP Business One. And on top, I'm talking about having SAP Business One as a core, as a core solution to integrate, for machine learnings, for data analytics, for robotics, that after you have your solution in place, automated your business processes, then consider extending your solutions to those mentioned advanced technologies for you to become an intelligent enterprise. And that's the challenge that I'm actually sharing with the use cases and with the, I would say, normal, common problems, common scenarios we have for some customers who are not yet automated or are operating yet in silos, that, challenge your organization. Be a voice to reimagine the way you do your business. And hopefully that I'm able to share some insights to you guys. And hindi naman ako sumobra, so I guess we have time. I am very thankful that I was able to share those 3 stories sa inyo, and you're able to, get some insights from the use cases. And I'm not sure if you have questions. And again, if you want to know more about those solutions, maybe you start with the core with SAP Business One and later on extend, or maybe you have your ERP already and you wanted to extend. That's the reason why APPTech invited SAP, because we wanted to share that good news to you guys. And if you want to know more, talk to APPTech. And the team is here. Graciel? And I thank you. Okay. I'm not sure if may mga questions pa tayo.
Yes, Sir JR, thank you so much po, no? Anyone from the attendees, baka po may mga questions pa tayo for SAP Business One? We have 3 minutes pa po left, and we will go back to the main room. Okay.
Oh, and then in the Philippines, I mentioned to you guys, in Southeast Asia actually, ang pinakamaraming SAP Business One users is in the Philippines. So the SAP technologies we have, you may have heard of SAP S4 HANA. Yun, we have a separate session for SAP Business by Design. The bigger chunk, I would say 80% that are using SAP technologies or SAP Business One is really around that 1,800 in the Philippines. Tayo dito ang may pinakamaraming users ng SAP Business One. And really, by using the technology, I guess some customers here who are here have been a testament on how the solution has been able to help them grow their business. And having visibility, and of course, at the end of the day, run financial statements, makes analysis for the organization. And yun ang expertise ni APPTech. For more than I know APPTech before I joined SAP, and they are really a very dedicated and committed team to help the businesses run better. And I guess later may ipapresent naman yung mga contact details, but you can email to me as well if you have questions directly, but might as well we also recommend you keeping in touch with APPTech for maybe if you'd like to have demos, or maybe you have already your solution and then you wanted to have somehow a road mapping on understanding what technologies yung pwedeng ma-implement po sa inyo.
Yes, tama po no, Sir JR. And if you want to have a one-on-one session naman po and demo, no, you can have our schedule, or you can email us, or you can check our Facebook page at APPTech Experts.
Actually, sa Vismin, din grabe, sobrang daming ng SAP Business One users.
Yes, sir, totoo po yan. Marami na talagang nag-transition from actually from manual to cloud pa nga ngayon, sir, dahil work from home halos lahat ng mga companies.
What good about B1 is if you're a family starting you're a family business na nagsisimula pa lang, you can actually start getting 1 or 2 licenses and then add licenses as you go along. And then if you want to automate later on, this is what I mentioned about the intelligent enterprise is beyond digitalization, because I've been implementing B1 also for another ERPs as well for quite some time, for a number of years already. And I would recommend as a consultant to implement the core. Implement the core first, yung maybe the procure to pay, order to cash, inventory movements. And then from that, if you have stabilized that, if you produce your financial statements, then implement, put on top yung mga advanced technologies na meron tayo. And with the expertise of APPTech, naku, kayang-kaya lang mapatakbo yung B1, hindi for number of months, ang iba nga pag very minimal lang yung users and yung scope of work, for number of weeks, you can have the solution implemented. And there's a question here. Okay. Okay, my question is Shane, I guess on behalf, how does AI, artificial intelligence works? And di ba siya masyadong advanced sa Philippine setup? I guess in terms of in terms of the AI thing, artificial intelligence, from the name itself, real case, aside dun sa mga present ko, it makes things work, especially on business side, moves faster. And even actually not replacing people, but being efficient the way we do business. And there are those examples specific, my sales order or purchase order from suppliers, from customers, and if requirement nyo as an organization to have purchase orders from suppliers, ang ginagawa natin sa organization natin, tinatype natin, right, isa-isa. And when you type it, there's prone to error. There's a technology already with B1, yung extraction service na where isi-save mo lang siya sa file, sa isang folder, yung PO, and the system na magbabasa. Siya na maglalagay dun sa B1 mo as a sales order, as an order para for you to process in terms of maybe production, in terms of delivery, and of course subject for review kasi ifa-finalize mo pa yung mga information just in case may discount. But the idea there is that receiving the information and then keying in by a person, yun yung ini-eliminate or ini-improve niya again in terms of efficiency. So just imagine if you're talking about thousands documents you are receiving per day, or maybe you start with 100 and you plan to expand to 100 branches, and just imagine gaano kadaming PO papasok, and then would you well, hindi naman it's good to have number of people in place to do us to perform encoders, but there's a technology already available for that, and why not, why not leverage on that? Why not use that? No. And then question, if is it an advanced thing for sa Philippine setup? In the first place, gusto ba nating maging huli? Filipinos are very competitive in nature. And business perspective, again, we're talking about efficiency. We're talking about always bottom line, about figures, no? And there's no what do you call this? Parang magiging delay on part of the Philippine setup, because again, these solutions are already proven to work for organizations, and this is not new. I would say this has been used for, I would say, mga 10 years ago already in some parts of the country. And we are just, being aggressive with the help of APPTech to introduce these technologies, because ayan, hindi na tayo magiging guinea pig kasi gumana na sa iba. Sa atin na lang, bibili na lang tayo, patakbo na lang.
Yes, I agree with that, Sir JR, no? So, few minutes na lang daw po, and 1 minute, Shane, for the plenary.
And one thing, personal favorite ko sa B1, you can use B1 on mobile. B1 on mobile, which is very good. Kasi if you're on mobile, no, kahit hindi ka mag-install or hindi mo kailangan ng tawag dito, ng installation hindi mo kailangan always magdala ng laptop or desktop, di ba? So, working anytime, anywhere is available in the solution. So it's just a matter of ang bilis na i-configure actually in mobile. So what you get in mobile is that you can create orders, check inventories, no? Check if na-deliver na yung stocks, ayan, which is very helpful in running your business, especially if you're a business owner. And with the technology of HANA is actually the database or the platform of SAP. So SAP Business One runs on Microsoft SQL and Microsoft on SAP HANA. So it's a Linux technology. What I like about running it on HANA is that may built-in analytics na siya. Because the normal, if you're running on SQL, of course, you need to purchase different analytical tool, which additional cost, and you can separately configure. No, if you wanted to have dashboards, KPIs, but in HANA, part of what we call this, part of the solution itself is meron na siyang analytics na you can configure, set up, and then have it also available in your mobile. And I guess, time is up. We're just on time. And we're going back to the main room.
Thank you, JR.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I hope you guys learned a lot from each of our breakout sessions, and that is courtesy of our wonderful speakers, Mr. Alex Chua talking about SAP Business by Design, and Mr. JR Barte talking about SAP Business One, and how you can use this business management solution to attain digital success.
Correct, partner. And also, we know that 30 minutes not enough for, especially if you have a question and answer. No, so that's why we have this forum, the panel discussion, so that we can address those questions. And also, meron na tayong mga ready question here from our participants, but we also encourage pa to ask more questions during this Q&A portion.
Yes, and feel free to type in your questions in our chat room. So any clarification about the talk of Mr. Alex Chua and JR Barte, any feedback, guys, let us know. If you liked what you hear, any more clarification, please feel free to send it in our chat box, okay?
Sure.
Okay, so at this point in time, we will call back our speakers for the panel discussion and live Q&A. So may we call back Mr. Alex Chua and Mr. JR Barte. And may we request Kuya Alex and Sir JR to please open their cameras. so that we would be able to proceed with the panel discussion.
Hello, hello.
There you go.
Welcome to Harapan 2021.
That's it, October.
How was it, JR? How was it?
All good, all good. Just in time.
And Sir Alex, how was your discussion?
I think 30 minutes is not enough. Yeah, so hopefully it is enough for them to actually understand for the participants. And of course, please let us know your questions. And if you want to know further, want to see the application itself, please arrange for a demo with APPTech.
Okay, yes, thank you very much. It is indeed a very short time to be discussing about such complex topic, but I do hope that Sir Alex and JR was able to pave the way to a more fruitful discussion that will be conducted after this webinar. I hope I said that right. So without further ado, partner, let's start with the panel discussion and live Q&A. So I understand we have pre-selected questions to be addressed to our speakers. So our first question, and this is for both our speakers, to JR and Alex. And the first question goes like this. Parang pageant lang, Seth, no? How is digital transformation and ERP interconnected? I repeat, how is digital transformation and ERP interconnected?
Yeah, over to you first.
Okay. Ang ganda ng pagkatanong ni Aline parang pang ano
Pageant na
talaga,
pageant,
pang
no?
pageant. How is digital transformation connected to ERP? Well, as mentioned to in my sharing a while ago, and based on my experience as well in terms of helping businesses, get automated, it's both topics are actually intertwined. As you start your digital journey, you need to make sure that you get a solution or you get an ERP that is flexible or future-proof enough, to have that connected with the advanced technologies available in place.
All right, thank you, JR. How about you, Kuya Alex? What's your answer to that question, please?
I think to the
we're having an issue with
Hello.
your audio, Kuya Alex. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yan, much better.
Okay, sorry. So as I mentioned to the audience that was already in my breakout session just now, they would have seen that there is interconnectivity in the sense that if you want to cater to the future, if you want to actually be different, right? And again, you would see that a lot of maybe competitors are already the customers' competitors. Is the fact that they are already using different technologies, right? Machine learning, IoT, and so on, in order for them to be more efficient in their business operations. So same thing for the audience here. If you want to be able to compete, if you want to actually be more, that's where you need to be looking at digital transformation. You need to be going into intelligent enterprise with the fact that, hey, I need to know how AI is helping me, how machine learning can help me, or even how chatbot can help, right? So that's where you need to be looking at those components apart from just looking at the ERP. Okay, Elaine?
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, I have another question here for Sir Alex Chua. The question is, can you give our audience a better perspective on how ERP is more relevant than ever?
Of course, ERP is definitely the way of the basic that you need to have, right? So if you do not have a proper ERP in place, you would not be able to run your operations effectively. And why I say that is that imagine if you have a system that is just financial, and you have another system that is doing the producing, right? Another system that is doing sales. It is not integrated, and you would not be able to see the real information or the real analytics. And even if you have a look at the report, you are not sure whether those are already reconciled. Right? So these are.
We Alex,
Yes,
your can you please adjust your volume because we cannot hear you clearly.
I don't know what else to adjust. It's already.
It's better now.
Mic closer to your mouth, sir.
Yep. Okay. Sure.
Yeah, it's better now.
Yeah, it's because of this one. Okay. So I was saying that no, if you need to run your business efficiently, the ERP needs to be there, and the ERP needs to be a complete business suite, right? It has to be end-to-end, fully integrated, and that's the core, the intelligent business suite that we were talking about, that you definitely need to have before you even embark on digital transformation.
I see. Speaking of, thank you, Kuya Alex. Speaking of integration, let me read the question here from Miss Lisa Jenson. And she said that I am interested to know how the system fits to our job costing from customer PO billing connected to the GL. You can answer this via SAP Business One Perspective, JR, and via Business by Design, Kuya Alex. I hope you can read the question here from Lisa.
Yeah. I guess both solutions actually can support you with that requirement because both solution has this bill of materials function that helps you for the costing part, and then in terms of the PO, that comes with an equivalent sales order in the system. Well, it doesn't end there. No, customer sends PO, we record it, and then we create the items based on the order, and then we deliver on a schedule based on our commitment. We create invoice or billing, and then we even collect, and then we even reconcile. So all those solutions are actually can be handled by SAP Business One and SAP Business by Design. And one of the technologies I shared in my intelligent enterprise topic is that talking about the PO. So I've made mention that what if you have 1,000 POs every day, and then that would mean as our practice, we normally have encoders to do that one in the system, right? As maybe as a sales order form in our ERPs, or maybe in an accounting solution. And in relation to that, we have these advanced technologies available already in the system where you just put that purchase order document, maybe an image, a PDF, and then based on that folder, there is this AI technology or a robotics technology where siya na yung maggagawa ng sales order sa system. So both available as well in Business One and Business by Design. And that's the thing that is good about SAP, because SAP is working, again, helping businesses, making these technologies available, already integrated from that advanced technology to the back end, which is our ERP. And hopefully, Linda, I was able to share the right answer to you. And if you want, because tayong mga Pinoy, we always wanted to see it for us to believe it. APPTech team will be helping you, can showcase those, the flow, and then maybe drill deeper, dive deeper on because again, we have different types of industries. Maybe you're into manufacturing assembly, or maybe discrete manufacturing, and APPTech, with their experience as well on the same industry, can share how to put in place best practices for your organization with the help of SAP Business by Design or SAP Business One.
All right, thank you, JR. And we do have another question here from our chat. For SAP Business by Design, does it have a component connected to 365 Power Solutions? Office 365 Power Solutions, is that right?
Yes, correct.
So I think JR, if you would like to answer this question.
Hello.
JR, the question is, does SAP Business by Design have a component connected to Office 365 Power Solutions?
Hello, Alex.
Yes.
Elaine, the question is hello, Elaine. Sorry, I lost you there for a bit.
All right, so either JR or Alex would be able to answer this question. The question is, does SAP Business by Design have components connected to Office 365 Power Solutions?
Yeah, maybe JR, I'll take that.
Yep.
It all depends on when you say connected, what do you need to be connected, right? So example, Business by Design can be connected to Outlook for your CRM needs, right? It is also connected to Excel for the Excel add-in for reporting. So again, we need to understand when you say not connected to the solutions, what solution in particular, what is it for? And as mentioned earlier on, we constantly upgrade, we constantly update our system, right? So even now we have connectivity to Microsoft Teams from Business by Design. So this is where there would be a roadmap if there is a need and there is a request coming from customer. And if it's not there yet, right, that's where SAP would be putting that into the roadmap. I hope I answered that question, Jack.
All right, thank you so much, Sir Alex.
You know, so
according
comment from Miss Lisa, no, system demo is appreciated. Yeah, thank you for that, Miss Lisa. We will contact you for another set of schedule for the actual demo. All right.
Yes, so I think we have more questions. And this is for both our speakers. And the question is there such thing as perfect ERP? So this is for both our speakers.
Okay.
Pagalingan na lang, JR.
Okay, let me start maybe Alex with the
Pang pageant, no? Pang pageant talaga.
Oo, grabe yung tanong.
Galingan mo, JR.
Naglisod ko. Perfect ERP, well, everything boils down to requirements, no? Because the word perfect is very subjective. What industry are you in? Because first, even if with my encounters to hundreds or maybe thousands of customers already for different solutions, even if you're in the same industry, your processes and your business requirements always vary from your perspective. Because even as an accounting manager or even as a logistics manager, the way I think from that person, from the other logistics manager or from the other accounting manager varies or is different. And there are really unique processes. And perfect ERP is again very subjective. The both solutions for B1 and Business by Design has their core industries that are being positioned to. And aside from that core, like APPTech as a partner, as a trusted partner of SAP, has their specific solutions added on top of the core solution. Again, we work those solutions, these SAP ERPs as core, as platforms to extend. And in every organization requirements, if example, I may be into professional services, but aside from professional services, I also have this into hospitality. I also have this business into manufacturing. So always my special kind. And even other solutions as well. The core to produce financial statements at the end of it are available. But I would say 80 to 90% can be accommodated by the solution. And then the rest of the percentage, I would say, if you want your whole organization in every step to be fully automated, it can be done. It can be done. Depends again on the requirements. Kasi minsan yung requirements din natin are sometimes very well, it's normal to be visionary, but sometimes there are ways to there are ways to do it. There are ways to automate it, and that is where the expertise of APPTech comes in.
True. And also, I would like also, I'm pretty sure meron isi-share si Mrs. our sales director on that matter, no? Especially on the success factor of the project. We know that the project, it takes you two to tango. Or more than that, we have three factors to achieve the success of the project. Ma'am, nag-unmute po kayo. You want to share something?
Oh yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Oh yeah. Yeah, the ERP, no, is there such thing as a perfect ERP?
Perfect ERP, yes.
Okay, all right. So I would just say na, okay, SAP is in the business for 40 plus years. To be exact, it's 49 years, right? And it's a solid ERP. When you look around, all the big boys are using the solution. So you can never go wrong with the product. Now, as there are always three components to have a successful project. One is the technology, which is SAP. Number two is the data, which represented by the customer, how good or the quality of data. Next is the people in the embracing this technology. So these are the three components. So all of this must be married to make it a perfect and a successful project. So those are things that I want to share. Very important as well is the partner who really understand your business, who can transform the business disciplines or practices that you have, and what I mean is translate. Okay, not only automating what is your current, but automating the future requirement to make it future proof. So maybe that's how I answer the question.
Thank you so much, Mrs. But before I let you go, no, there's a question kasi related to that, no, which is could be answered by APPTech, no, not by SAP, but the partner perspective, no. The question is from Miss Lisa, and he mentioned about how about the customer support. This has been an issue for most providers.
Okay, understand, Miss Lisa, if you have such experience with that one. All right. Yeah, the customer support is very, very critical. So ERP is one. The next is I mentioned about the partner who will do the job for you. To ensure to check the expertise of the partner that you'll be working with. With us as APPTech, what we do is like me and the rest of the team here, we are more on the sales. But before be part of the sales, I used to implement the solution for more than a decade. So next is once we have that confirmed project, we turn it over to our delivery. We are just like a manufacturing company as well, where the delivery execute the project based on what we have agreed. After that, we turn it over to our application support team. This will be the after sales support. So very, very crucial, because end of the day, you have to have a partner, go-to person. Should you need a requirement in the future, there will be someone to talk to. Now, however, there would be some questions as well. What happens? What if something happened with APPTech? Who to go to, right? Because we have SAP at the back, then you can just go straight to SAP and ask for help. All right. So I hope I was able to answer the question.
All right. Thank you so much, Ma'am Ses. Wonderfully said. And I hope, Ma'am Lisa, we were able to answer your question.
Yep. If there's anything more, Ma'am Lisa, let's have a meeting. No? Let's schedule for the meeting.
Ayan.
Partner, may questions pa.
Sabi ni Ma'am Lisa, thank you daw.
Thank you.
So by the way, Ma'am Lisa, you are located in Cebu City. So our support is local. We do have an office here in Cebu. So Bisaya arata, ma'am.
Good. I think, partner, Aline, meron pa tayong mga question dito, but I believe we are running out of time. So let's just skip some of the questions that we have prepared or collated from the participants. Let's focus maybe let's answer, let's say mga 3-4 more questions.
Yes.
All right, sure. Sige. A question here from Henry Balyar of Alturas. can SAP and Microsoft Dynamics easily be linked? Can you answer that, Kuya Alex and JR?
Sure, Seb. Let me take that one.
Mhm.
First of all, we need to understand your operations, your business needs, and we need to also understand if there is really a need for you to maintain two different systems. Because ultimately, when you look at SAP, you look at Microsoft Dynamics, both are actually ERP applications, right?
Yeah.
So if you were to say that, oh, you are keen to know more about SAP Business by Design example, and you say that, hey, it actually meets most of the processes that I'm looking for, it can help alleviate some of the gaps that is already in Dynamics. That is where we will say to you to say that, not in the sense that if you implement, why don't you have a look at saying that Business by Design can ultimately replace Microsoft Dynamics. So in the end of it all, you are just running one system rather than two systems. But if you say that, yes, I need them to be working together, of course, we can be looking at ways to integrate the system, right? But again, for cost benefit purposes, does it make sense for you to be running two different ERP, right? So that's where you need to be sharing with us, and for us to, of course, provide you the feedback, whether it's feasible for you to go just one system, which is SAP Business by Design, or if, like I said, if you really want to have an integration, yes, of course, there are ways for us to do the integration, because Business by Design is an open system.
Yep, true. So speaking of, also just to add to that answer, Kuya Alex, for the integration to SAP Business by Design, we have 250 plus APIs available.
Correct.
So integration is much easier if we're talking about by design, right?
Yep.
Kuya Alex, you also shared the question here. I think this one.
Yeah, this was actually sent to me directly in the message.
Yeah.
I should share with the group. Yeah.
Yes, please do answer also.
Okay, so the question basically is, how do we package by design? Is it by user license, regardless of the size of the data? So if you are in my session earlier on, you will notice that I have a slide on ROI. In terms of Business by Design, what you need to share with us is the number of users, and that would be the subscription. And in terms of that subscription, it will cover everything from hardware, backup, restore, upgrades, data size. So regardless of the data size that you are using, you just have to worry, or not to worry, you just have to take note that year on year, what is the user license subscription? And that's it. There's no hidden cost in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Thank you, Alex, for answering that question. Partner, is there any more question here? I believe it was shared by Machine.
Yeah, we do have more questions for our speaker, and this is particularly for JR. What is experience economy and how ERP can help build customer loyalty? Again, this is for JR. The question is, what is experience economy and how ERP can help build customer loyalty?
Well, putting up an ERP, if you are using if you are into manual process, I guess every day you feel the pain of having a doubtful daily analysis in terms of reporting. Pag naka-manual ka, at the end of the day, ilan ba yung stocks ko? Ilan ba yung benta ko? How much am I earning at the end of the day? How much profit would I have? And these are normal pains for organizations that are really into, all Excel, all manual processes. And if you don't do something about it, I mean, if you wanted to grow, especially if you wanted to grow, you wanted to expand, siguro manual kayas ng mga ilang number of transactions. Maybe one branch, yes. But if you talk about expanding, because that's most businesses really wanted to grow, right? We wanted to expand, multiply growth or have growth by 20, 30% every year, year to year. And then when you have that, talking about thousands of transactions, that's a different thing. It's not practical to hire a lot of people, and it's not also strategic, to to make decisions based on guts, or maybe all based on, feelings. Because as decision makers, it's best like big players, big organizations, they decide based on numbers, based on figures, based on accurate results, accurate data. And that's the tool the ERP, the SAP Business One or SAP Business by Design plays. No? Now these tools, once you put it in your organization, it will not solve all your problems, no, but it will help you have visibility in your organization. It will help you run financial statements, no, like as mentioned by Miss Cecil, critical also ang data, tsaka yung tao na pumapasok ng data. And with that assumption and with that expectation na all data are correct, all data are posted on time, then you can run your financial statements anywhere, anytime. And when you plan, when you decide on something, you have that accurate reference that, okay, it's strategic to put up a branch, it's strategic to open a new product. It's good that yung kanina sa tinanong ni ma'am about costing, magiging profitable ba ako? So kung imano-mano yan, yung average costing may not be accurate. No, but if it's system generated, we have statistics, we have comparisons that are, based on previous transactions, and it's provided real time. It's just in a click away. You don't need days to put that in place. And how can it help in terms of customer service? Because when you have the solutions in place, when you have the technology do those tasks for you, you can focus on entertaining customers, solving their problems, taking orders, focusing on support, not on those encoding things, not on those, matching things in terms of Excel. And that's where, and well, I'm not sure if everyone understands about the word ERP. So it's a solution, it's a tool that has that functions not only in terms of accounting or financials, but as mentioned dun sa example ko kanina, nagsa-start pa lang siya from quotations, from ordering, down to even until to banking. That end of the day, it's an end-to-end angle or business operations that you were actually automating. And at the end of the day, from the start of those transactions, we can produce financial statements for business analysis. Okay? And hopefully, yeah, medyo pang Miss Universe yung tanong ni Alain.
Thank you very much, JR.
Actually, the usual answer through from BYD, your decision should be shouldn't be based by chance. It should be by design.
Well said.
I guess also to add to what JR said is that if you are able to really smoothen your process internally, then you would be able to give a better customer service. You would be able to deliver a better customer experience to your customer, thus creating a customer loyalty. Okay, so thank you so much. Partner, I think we have another.
Yes, and I believe this question should be answered by APPTech. No? That's why I want to call Ms. Cecil also. The question is from Robinson Chan. Will there be issues when changing SAP providers? So innovation ito, ma'am.
I think it would be better if SAP will be the one to
okay. Do we have Kenneth here?
They want to change their existing partner, so I think SAP is the right
I think the person should answer that is Kenneth, but I don't think Kenneth is still here.
Let me take that, Sam.
Sure, sure.
Yeah. So as rightly mentioned by Cecil, in terms of no changing of SAP providers, it will come to SAP directly, and of course we will help in the process. So ultimately, I mean, the short answer to that, of course, is there will not be any issue if you want to change the SAP providers. But I mean, just to highlight here, when we talk about APPTech, if you look at the experiences that they have, if you have seen the customers, the feedback from their customers, you will not be asking for a change. So that's what I'm trying to say here is that talk to APPTech, right? See what they can help you do. see how they can provide you the respective move forward, right, in terms of going to the intelligent enterprise. And as I mentioned, if you work with APPTech, you will know that they provide you the support that you need. And also from the feedback earlier on, right, from the customers that they have, you would not want to change, right? But short answer, yes, ultimately, if you want to change the providers, you can reach out to SAP to do the changes. Okay? Robinson, I hope I answered that question.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I hope Robinson Chan, Sir Alex answered your question. So to make it short, to make the answer short, it is possible to change your provider. So I believe we are already over time. So can we have one last question, Aline? And then after that, you can
one last question, and this is for both of them, partner?
Sure. Go ahead.
Okay. So for Sir Alex and JR, any tips? It's actually not a question, it's a tip on how they can find the right solution for their business. So tips for our friends here who are attending our webinar, how they can find the right solution. So let's start with Sir Alex.
Okay. In terms of making the right decision on which ERP to go, that's where we need to have a chat with you, where APPTech needs to go to you and say that, no, first of all, let us know what is your strategy, what is your goal, what do you want to achieve, right? And from there, of course, we would also need to be coming out with a game plan to say that, okay, these are the issues, the challenges that you're facing, and this is how we can address to those issues. And that's the only way we can tell you whether business one is the correct one for you to go, or business by design. Because only by knowing what are your pains, what are your goals, and what are your strategies would be able to give you the correct solution. Okay, JR, anything to add?
Yeah, and spot it with Alex, no? Just to add, the journey to a successful ERP implementation is correct, starting with the right tool, the right solution, and then it's good also to know. Very important when especially APPTech proposes the solution, you as an organization, as a team, would define mas maganda nakasulat. What do you want to achieve? No? Short term, long term. Kailangan ng scope of automation, no, kumbaga. And then of course, talking to APPTech, because there are best practices in place. Now maybe you as an organization is not aware about it, but based on other experiences, yung mga successful implementations, you can, if you are open to hear those, then mas maganda din. And then with the right tool, again, it's a start of the journey, because we get to have the ROI, or we get to see once we produce reports and data from the system, accurate data, like the financial statement. So others would say that implementing ERPs are birth pains. And then, well, again, and I would say hindi siya one-week implementation, no, yung pag sinasabi nating ERP, because it comes with a lot of you yourself, ang dami mong gustong i-generate, i-automate na report. And it comes with a journey. And yeah, so start with a tool, be clear with what you need, short-term, long-term, okay? So that would involve as well, ano yung output na gusto mo sa system. Once you have the tool, mention ni Ms. Ses, have the right team, have the right people, no? Na making sure that they enter the right data for you to have that correct output based on the pagsimula mo pa lang, nung pagset mo pa lang ng requirements. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, very well said. Thank you so much.
And the winner is
speakers. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you so much, JR Barte and Alex Chua. We are really grateful that you are here with us today to share your expertise about how to achieve digital success. So digital clap for our wonderful speakers.
Alright, so partner, medyo alam ko nakakabitin yung discussion for the Q&A. Let's
That's
have a
correct.
separate meeting for that. Participants, please do approach our sales and marketing here and just in Jelena, Jaisel. But before that, siguro magkaroon muna tayo ng games, no?
Pinaka-exciting no?
Okay tayo, and let's start our game. So our first word is on-premise. On-premise. Okay. Second word is control. Control. Third word is expertise. Expertise. Next word is cloud ERP. Cloud ERP. Fifth word is visibility. Visibility.
So yan, di ba yung pattern ko?
Malayo ba?
Next is digitization. Digitization. Again, yung pattern natin, leftmost vertical ha. Seventh word is future.
Asar.
Future. Eighth word is robust. Robust. Next word is information.
Ay, grabe. Shane, kahit isa
Information.
wala talaga. Ano ba yan?
Alat.
Kulelat.
Alat ng card. Tenth word is growth. Growth. Wala pang bumibingo?
Kung yung ano
11th
kanina.
word is streamlining.
So na lang daw from John Louis.
Wow.
Kapit, Sir John.
12th word is reporting. Reporting.
Ang hirap ng pattern.
Nanalo ko daw, ikaw ang magbabayad.
Innovation.
Innovation.
Innovation. Wala pa din. 14th word, digital transformation. Digital transformation.
Yes, Sir Arnel, vertical sa most left natin. Leftmost vertical line.
Okay. Next word, efficiency. Efficiency.
Oh my God. Isa na lang si John. Kasal.
Isa na lang din. O, mukhang may dalawang namumuro. Si Sir John at dalawang John. Tama ba ang namumuro? Next word is functional. Oh, bingo.
Bingo na daw
Sino
siya.
si Bingo?
Si John.
I'm sorry. Okay, sir, ano yung card number nyo? Okay.
029.
Okay, let's check if
Si Sir John Narandan, talagang muntik ka na, sir. Kahit sa name.
Ay, grabe. Panalo.
Congratulations, Sir John.
Sir John.
Yeah, siya ang sole winner natin for this bingo game. Again,
Let's also check si 006, I think.
Okay, meron. Okay, sige. Which is normal lang na magkaroon ng parang two winners and that's okay. Unfortunately, si SAP Business 1 ang wala. So
017 daw, magka-check.
Okay, 017.
Ay, kulang.
Kulang ang technology. So, wala na mga habol?
Akin
PJ, check mo daw.
008 akin, ibang pattern eh.
Patitingnan nga natin yung part.
Oh, tingnan mo. Kanina pa sana ako nag-bingo. Sa gitna at saka sa taas.
Sayang.
Hindi para sa akin.
I guess, Sir John, congratulations. Ikaw yung sole winner natin.
Kahit yung kay Sir Arnel eh. Kay Arnel kanina gitna din daw yung ano eh. Sayang. Anyways, congratulations to Sir John. You will be approached by our marketing team to how you can claim your prize po. All
Yes,
right.
congratulations and thank you so much for joining our exciting online bingo game.
All right, so partner, aside from that bingo game winner, let's announce also yung mga winners naman doon sa early bird and also doon sa early
Yes.
registered, yung pinaka first na nag-registered. Sino-sino ba sila?
So may we call on our tabulators? And this has been checked by the DTI representative, Miss Jelena.
Ayan. So ang ating early bird winners, dalawa. Si Sir Nathan Jempesao.
Mr. Nathan Jempesao, congratulations, sir. You are our early bird winner. And also to Sir John Peter Narandan.
Yun, congratulations Sir John Peter Narandan. Kayo po ay isa sa mga early bird winners natin. And then we have the first 5 registrants naman. Sino-sino sila, partner?
So our first 5 registrants, congratulations to Mr. Alex Opelda.
Aries, it's Aries.
Aries, I'm sorry. It's Aries Opelda.
Mm-hmm.
And then next, we have Beam Sauko.
Yeah.
Congratulations also to Arnel Abak. And joining in our first 5 registrants, Jelui Amor. Did I pronounce that right? Jelui Amor.
Natawa ako dito. Si Sir Nathan Jempesao daw, 10 a.m. pa raw siya naka-online.
And to complete the lineup for first 5 registrants, Dan Luther Avergonzado. Congratulations. Yeah, congratulations to our winners. Our marketing team will be getting in touch with you on how you can claim your prize.
Yun, ang daming nanalo ng prizes natin.
House and lot.
House and lot. Yan. All right, so we are almost done. So may I call on our sales director to give her closing remarks, Miss Cecil Sibayan.
All right. So yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for staying with us for the whole afternoon session. Thank you, SAP. Thank you, Kuya Alex and JR for joining in this great event. I know the time is not enough for us to discuss because we have a limited time. No, we hope to have an interaction with you guys, to all our guests. But before that, let me just share with you, kasi parang lahat ng aming company profile are video, no? So let me just reiterate that the company that we represent is APPTech. So that's the name of our company. Currently, we are carrying dalawang product ni SAP. So SAP Business One, this is the one handled by JR. And SAP Business by Design, this is the one discussed naman by Kuya Alex, no? So these are the 2 products that we carry. You have different options, no, to look into. You want to have your own, the perpetual license, you own the system, or you want to have your own by subscription. So we are a gold partner of SAP, and we are operating in 2 offices. One is in Ortigas and the other one is in Cebu. Both are operating the same way. We have sales, we have implementation and support team in both offices. No? So nothing to worry wherever you are. Currently, we are close to 150 customers and in different industries. So I'm just showing you that what we did as a company, we already configure SAP Business One and SAP Business by Design in all these industries that I'm showing you in your screen. So whether you are in the industry, you do your engineering, construction, real estate, yes, we did that. If you are in the retail where you have so many stores and interface with your different POS, then we already did that. If you are a company who are into manufacturing, whether you are in the discrete, you do assembly, or you do a process manufacturing, or it could be a distribution company where you buy and sell or it could be you're in the agribusiness or a healthcare or a transportation or even to schools. We did that. So having said that, no, we already templated every engagement that we have in every customer. What it means to you, it would mean giving you the best practice for that industry. It would mean lessen the implementation cost as well. So that is what we do as a company. I hope we're able to share with you a lot of insights today. Kasi may mga questions kanina na about the support, about how solid the solution is. I can say the always question to me is like, why you're just carrying SAP, right? So that's always question to me. And my answer is like, if you're looking for a solid solution, SAP is the right solution, okay? Because SAP delivers, SAP has a clear roadmap on the solution where they want to bring the solution. And of course, the most important is the support. So that's, we want also to give you a future-proof system, no? Sabi nga namin, it's an intelligent enterprise, pero how can you be an intelligent enterprise? Go back to the core. Go back to the digital core, which is automation of your core function inside your organization. Then after that, go to the intelligence suite, which is your AI, machine learnings, and then of course the platform. It could be in cloud and it could be a big data. Now, I just want to share something. Minsan kasi ang company nag-automate, nag-i-stop sila pag nakapag-implement na. The next thing that you need to do is digest the data, okay? You need to digest the data because as long as, when you keep on finding up data, the more information you can get, how you can build more businesses, how can you do something, how can you serve your customer well. So that is very, very important. It is not just digitizing, okay? It should be going beyond, make it more intelligent enterprise. So that's what we want. Not every company that we engage with is like doing all this. And we hope to serve you in the near future. Feel free to ask questions or feel free to engage us, approach us. If there is some inquiries, let me know how we can help. So thank you so much for joining us today and have a great day, everyone.
All right. Thank you, Miss Cess, for that wonderful closing remarks. And partner, wait, meron pa tayo,
Yes.
may mga prizes pa tayo, no?
We have more prizes, but actually to follow na, once they answer our feedback form. So guys, all you have to do is scan the barcode sa picture ni Joseph on the right portion. So just scan this using your phone and this will automatically lead you to the feedback form. And we really appreciate all the wonderful things that you will be saying about the feedback form. So all the good feedback, we will be welcoming that. Thank you in advance. Di ba, partner?
Yes.
Claiming for a good feedback.
Sure. All right, so that ends our webinar for today. And maraming salamat again to our speakers from SAP, Sir J.R. Barten, also Mr. Alex Chua. Thank you so much.
Yes, we'd also like to thank Kenneth De La Serna for gracing our event. Supposedly, he was gonna do a little greetings, but due to time constraint, umalis na si Sir Ken. But anyway, thank you so much for still coming in our webinar.
And also, of course, the very important thank you note, of course, for the participants. Thank you for giving your time and sharing your time with us. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you so much to our attendees from all over the Philippines, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. We are very happy that you are able to join with us today to discuss digital success and how you would be able to achieve that. Thank you so much. This has been your host, Alain Ralph Arabe from APPTech Experts Cebu.
And this has been your host, Septak from APPTech Manila.
Thank you so much to our whole team, our sales director, Ma'am Cecil Subayan. Thank you so much. Our marketing team who are here with us today. Thank you to Jelena. Thank you to Shane. Thank you to Miss G. And also our sales team in Manila is also here. Maria and Gladys.
Yun. So while we are talking now, please scan the QR code for the feedback form and also for the price. Again, thank you so much.
Also, thank you to Ms. Madonna Lumayag, our operations head here in Cebu. So thank you, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, everyone.
Salamat. Thank you.
Ingat po,
Thank you,
ingat.
everyone.
Thank you po.
Thank you. Ingat. Bye-bye.
Bye, Sir Alex. Bye, JR.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, partner.
Thank you so much.